In this video, I'm going to give you some of the types of journaling that I talk about in my course, Journaling for Beginners. This is only a fraction of the types that I cover in the course, but if you're interested in learning a few of these, stay tuned. Welcome to lesson 2. This is the lesson on journaling types. So in this lesson, what I'm going to talk about are all the different types or kinds of journaling that there are. So you might be wondering, what else could there possibly be other than just writing out your thoughts? Well, turns out there's a lot of them. So I'm going to go over them in this lesson. So I'm going to start with bullet journaling. So a bullet journal is a journal that is consisting of different things that you put inside on the pages, but the picture on the right shows a dotted grid page journal, and you might have seen these. These are really popular. So you can buy these blank journals with the dot grid pages, and then you decorate the inside how you want to. So I'm going to go over a little bit of what is inside bullet journaling inside the pages. So this is actually something that was created by a guy named Ryder Carroll, and he's the one who actually copyrighted the term bullet journaling because the way that he created these journals was he would put little bullets like you see in this image here of each thing that he was planning or writing in his journal. So they consist of spreads, and on this in this left-hand column there are the spreads that are in bullet journals. So there's yearly spreads, there are monthly spreads, weekly spreads, and daily spreads, and then there's also habit trackers. And then another thing that sometimes you can put in there are goals or productivity trackers. And then there's always an index page at the beginning for the numbered pages. So you number every page of the book. And that way, when you want to find a certain page, you go to the index to find out what page that you're looking for. So what this type of journaling does is it gives you freedom and organization, and you can make it personal and unique to you. So by freedom, I mean that the whole entire book starts off being blank, and that is how you can control what goes on what page. So you're going to do the index page first, and then you can control what spreads you put in there. Like let's say you want to see the whole entire year at a glance. That's a really popular spread. So you might put the whole entire year really small on 2 pages. When I say spread, that means 2 pages open. So then the monthly spread could be where one half of the page is, or one side of the book is the first half of the year or month, and then the other half is the other half. So you can do that however you want. That's the beauty of it. You have the freedom to create the exact style of journaling that you want. And then there's then there's weekly pages as well to get down even deeper into your weekly schedules, and then daily, which goes even deeper into the hourly schedules. And then I really like the habit trackers because those are good for to um, track your habits, to put it simply. So bullet journals are really cool, and you might want to have a different one for everything. Like I have one for my business, and then I also have one for my personal use. But you can combine, you can do whatever you want. That's why they are amazing. So now I'm going to move on to the next type of journaling, and that is freestyle journaling, otherwise known as the brain dump. So this is the kind of journaling where you're just going to fill a blank page. You just take a blank lined page, usually lined. I mean, there might be some people out there that don't want lines, but you're just freestyling it. You are literally just brain dumping. Just letting out all your thoughts, letting out all your feelings in any random way. Like there's no organization, just stream of consciousness. And this is a very important type of journaling. And I like to recommend that people do this at night, but this is also good to do in the morning too. Um, You might have heard of morning pages, which was something that was in a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And I started doing this many years ago. And that's a good way to start your morning is to just freestyle the morning pages. And then the brain dump, well, same thing. These words are interchangeable. And so at night before you go to bed is another good time to do this because that's usually when you have more stuff to get out. And that helps with sleep to brain dump before you go to bed. The purpose for it in the morning, on the other hand, is to kind of access the parts of your mind that you're not usually able to access because your brain is too active. So during the day, our brains are in beta brain waves, the beta state, and that is active. That is the most active that your brain can be. And most people are in the beta state pretty much from right after they get up until even when they're in bed, laying in bed. And it's really hard to get into the alpha state or the theta state. So that's why this type of writing is recommended to do in the morning or at night. All right, so the next thing I'm going to go over here are journal prompts. I consider this a type of journaling, even though it's really just, letting out what's on your mind, but there are prompts to guide you. So I have here 3 examples of some of the journal prompt type journal pages that I sell in my Etsy shop. So they're really just questions or like exercises that you do, and then you write down your experience. So journal prompts are really good for people that don't have experience with writing. If you're a beginner at journaling and you don't know where to start, it can seem very intimidating to open up a blank page and not even know where to begin. So this is where journal prompts come in handy. I really love using journal prompts. All right, so the next one on here is planning and organization. Now, this is not so much of a type of journaling as it is a type of planning, but I sometimes put these in the same category because I think planners and journals are very similar in the way that you write on them and you're organizing your thoughts, you're organizing your plans. And that is another way of journaling, I believe. So you can do yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, or hourly. And these are some more examples that I sell in my Etsy shop of different styles of planner pages. So that's another one that I like to consider a type of journaling. So the next one is a really big one. This is gratitude journaling, and I would advise everyone to do this no matter what other kind of journaling you do. This is going to help your life so much. What you want to do is write 3 to 10 things that you're thankful for every day. I always do 10, but you might not be able to find 10 when you're starting out. And you can use journal prompts for these too, because sometimes if you can't really think of anything that you're grateful for, it would help to use journal prompts to ask you questions to help you to change your mindset, to change your perspective. And so this is another one of the products that I sell on my Etsy shop. This was actually the first one that I did. I actually have a paperback version of this on Amazon as well, because that's how important I think gratitude journaling is, and I really wanted to make that, and that's just something that I think everybody should do because gratitude is so crucial to our mental health, and it's also crucial to our spiritual health. So when you are grateful for something, you are raising your vibration and you are helping to manifest things into your life. You can change your life with gratitude, and I cannot believe the things that would come into my life just from me being grateful for the things that had already previously come into my life. So the more you are grateful, the more you will find to be grateful for. So that's one of the types of journaling that I recommend that everybody do. Dream journaling. This is another fun one because you cannot access your subconscious mind when you are in the beta state. And that's 99% of your day. So when you first wake up, that is the perfect time while your brain is still halfway in the alpha state to record your dreams. So these printable dream journal pages that I sell, they give a way to write down your dream details. They give options for emotions and feelings that you might have been feeling from the dream that you can circle, and then you can interpret what the dream means. So this is a very good thing to do if you are trying to learn about yourself, if you are trying to find answers to questions about your life. Maybe you have a recurring dream. This is a great thing to do if you want to find out why you have a recurring dream. Art journaling. This is one for those artistic, creative people. And you can try this, of course, even if you don't think you are creative, because maybe art journaling will help you to become more creative. So in an art journal, you are just doing creative designs, or you're journaling about art. So if you are an artist of any type, you can journal your ideas and you can journal your inspirations, whatever is inspiring you to make your art. So that's a really good thing for if you don't think you're creative, just give it a try. And if you are an artist already, this is probably something that you're already familiar with. All right, so the next one is prayer or sacred text journaling, and this is something that is it's not specific to religions, although I do have a couple specific ones here, like the Bible, the I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Tao Te Ching or Tao Te Ching? It's either D or T. I don't pronounce it right. So then there's the Quran, there's the Vedas, there's the Bhagavad Gita. There are probably 100 of them out there. So the way that you would do this is you would get the book, you would get a journal, you would read each um, entry, passage, verse, whatever you call them, whatever they're called in that specific book. And then you would journal about what you learned. You would write down the parts that um, resonate with you, maybe the parts that you want to incorporate into your life. There's so many ways that you can do prayer journaling. This is a really popular one with the Bible, the Christian Bible. This is something that, oh, there's so many Bible journals out there. It's a really, really big area. So that's another type of journaling. To get the rest of this lesson along with 4 other video lessons, you can enroll in my course Journaling for Beginners on Udemy. There are 5 video lessons including journaling benefits, types, methods, guidelines, and exercises, along with all of the printable worksheets that you see in this other picture. So click the link down in the description if you are interested in learning how to change your life with journaling. I look forward to having you on board and helping you along with your journaling journey.